few weeks past, I made a video about the shooting of Terrence Crutcher, and it's gotten a lot of views. It's got a lot of comments, but I got a comment today that I want to talk about, and the comment was from Concerning Violence, and the comment was really about how if you're not if you're not a black person, there's no way you can understand what black people go through in this country. And I thought that was a really good comment because I think she's right on. And that's really kind of the essence of the problem, that so many people can't see life through somebody else's eyes. And if you're not able to see that, then you're not able to kind of understand it from the angle that it needs to be understood from. Maybe you watch a video like Terrence Crutcher and you're really upset about it, but you really can't understand or grasp the full gravity of the situation from the point of view of the people that live that way and what they have to go through every day. And I thought that was a really good point, and I really thought about it, and I think she's absolutely right. And I think she's right because, nobody can walk through life in somebody else's shoes. Nobody can understand what they have to go through. I do think that, being a young black man in the United States of America is more difficult than if you're a young white man. I mean, not that young white men don't go through a lot of things too, but I do think that the police are very biased when it comes to race and as far as your color and your skin color. And there's no way you can deny that, and there's no way you can understand that if you're not of that race. So I thought she made a really good point, and I want to thank her for that because it got me to thinking too. I made the video right after it happened, and I made the video because I was outraged. But beyond just the outrage of that video, I had to really think about how this happens all the time in so many little ways and so many different ways throughout our daily lives, that there is a race discrimination in our country, and there's no way of denying it. If you do deny it, you're just being blind to it. So I wanted to address that and thank her for that comment because I think she made a really, really good comment. And I think people need to really try harder to see life through other people's eyes. And I think that's what we're really upset with as far as the police are concerned, because they don't really, can't really understand, or they don't really get that, a lot of these people aren't doing anything that is threatening or anything that's being, if somebody does something that just isn't exactly the way they say, they take so much anger out on them. And I mean, they almost take it personally. Like if I tell you to do something, if I tell you to turn around, if I tell you to get on the ground, and you don't do it just the way I tell you in a quick manner, in a way that, would be, whatever thing I want you to do, and you don't do it well enough or fast enough or quick enough that I can take issue with that and actually pull my gun on you and maybe even shoot and kill you. So I think that's a big issue, and I think that's a good point. I think that people need to view life through other people's eyes, and they need to understand that that sometimes things aren't even or are not equal. And I think in this country they're not equal. I really do believe that young black men are more targeted than young white men. I think young black men do have a very, very difficult, they have a stigma attached to them in this country that is a greater burden for them than other people that, other races, whatever it is. But anyway, I wanted to talk about that, and I thought it was a good point. I thought about it today, and I really do think she's onto something. I think that's a really good point. So anyway, you can read her comment, you can read the reviews to it. Not reviews, the replies to it. There was a bunch of replies. So anyway, I thank her for it, and I appreciate you watching the video. Thank you.